Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream. How is everybody doing today? That's awesome. We've already got 19 people. We haven't even got started. 19 people, 5 likes. All right, all right. Let's see what time it is. It is 20 seconds until the beginning of the live stream. So, who is here? Rapspace is here. Dragon Ghost is here. Lorenzo Man is here as well. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll be checking the chat during the live stream. So here we go. Let's get started right here. Let me put the file right now so that we can. So I'm gonna put a media source here. Properties. Where is it here? And we're gonna have our little video, and we're gonna get started. Hey, Ahmed Guneri, how are you doing? Nice to see you today as well. And here we go. It's gonna get started right here. I hope that it's not too big. We shall see, right? Here we go. All right. Oh, hey, where am I? should be here. I'm gone. People of the verse, welcome to the channel. This is the Eradicator, and today we are going to hey, I'm back. We are going to test Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1, and we're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am here at ArcCorp, of course, and I can breathe, so that's already a good thing. I am indeed not suffocating, which is always a good thing because you really don't want to be dying immediately. It's always quite frustrating, obviously. And we're gonna do a couple of things that we normally do during the chat. So here we go. Let's get started here. It is the day here. The frames, as you can see, the frames are not really fantastic. And I am in an empty server here. When I played that was actually Jack Axton's server, and there were only 6 people. So that was really not a lot of people. This gentleman over there was definitely one of the lucky 6. And yeah, it's a little bit, running is still a little bit jittery. I am not going to the memorial. We are going instead, I'm going instead to the spaceport, because we are going to see if there are interesting things to do out there. So bear in mind, guys, that when I was recording this a couple of days ago, this is footage that is not from today. It was taken a few days ago. This was the first time that I played Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1 in the PU. So we're going to see here in the tram if I still have my gear. I still have my money. 1.38 million Alpha UEC. Did I get my gear back also? That's also important. So let's check it out. Yep. I've got all my gear back. There are the 2 helmets here that I got from the one time I was a subscriber. And I've gotten back also my original torso. So we'll be bringing back good old Irad's armor here. And we'll be set to go for some action, guys. Today there will be some action. We are going to eradicate some NPCs, I promise you that. Let's have a look. So, because for those of you guys who are watching on YouTube, I am live today with the community, so that's why I'll be interacting with them at the same time. For example, I can see that with individual 11 says, howdy to you, Steve. Give it 12 minutes before the first 30k. So for those of you who don't know what this is going to be about today, this is a summary of 6 hours of gameplay. We are not going to. This is actually not live. I spent a little bit of time editing this video that you guys are watching. So it's a summary of what I was able to do in a total of about 6 hours in Star Citizen Alpha 3.9. Overall, in 6 hours, well, I did encounter the 30k error, but you are going to see how many times, because I did put in this video the exact amount of time of 30k errors that I have encountered in the verse. So of course here we can see that it is the Invictus launch week. We're not gonna go there. That was I think I shot that when it was RSI and Origin. You've already seen the video, I hope, so far. So instead, we are going to do things that people do in the verse instead. Rares says, trying Star Citizen for the first time with a free fly. It has a lot of potential, like huge. Also, for the ones not being able to see the mobiGlass, resetting your account will do the trick. Yes, that's true. That's one of the reasons why people get to reset their accounts, and this is an option that has been put available for many for backers, yeah, because there are issues, there are server issues that do eventually interfere with the database, which requires a character reset. Fortunately, I did reset my character in 3.9.0, and that did not reset all of the progression, just a little bit. Like, for example, the missions that you're taking, you have to do that. You had to do it again so that they could be considered in your history. But I was able to keep my inventory, and I was able to keep my money as well. So that really helped. I don't agree. I think that the fact we've been testing persistence over 3 patches, this event 3 is free, so create a temporary account to enjoy the free fly. Yes, yeah, that's also right. Individual 11, it's a good idea here that you know, of not having a permanent account, just in case, right? Simply because your character could be corrupted. There are just too many issues, in my opinion. So I think that you're getting this right as well. So those 10-4 says a stream or a made video. So it's kind of both. So this is I edited the video in advance, and I'm streaming at the same time. So that's what it is here. So Steve says, would you risk holding right now? I've lost so much playing the Russian roulette in this game. Well, Steve, you are going to see that. Stay tuned to the live stream, Steve. You are going to see if whether or not I decided to risk holding. It's a surprise. Are you buying any ships this sale? So what have I done? I bought 3 G12s because I am going to give them away over the next couple of months. I think that next month we are going to give away we're going to give away... What are we giving away next month? We are definitely giving away a $50 gift card and probably a G12. And the month after, we're going to give another G12. And then the month after, we'll give a G12R. And I still need to think about what we're going to get. I'm thinking about melting some of my ship and rebuying them with a Scoundrel package so that I could give away with LTI some of the ships that I would have melted before. I think that would be good for you guys as well. Something that I'm considering. That's about it, right? The G12 looks like a mouse with wheels, says Rapspace. Oh, Rapspace, you are so naughty today, as always, as always. So what are we doing here? We are flying a Gladius, and I want to see if the map is working here. And it's a little bit strange because you are seeing that Area 18 is not on the surface of the planet, at least in the map. And this is actually, well, it's not normal, but it is a bug that has been acknowledged by the devs. It was in the patch notes as, it was categorized as one of the known issues in the 3.9 series, patch notes. So if you are new to the game and you are seeing that those landmarks, those locations on the map are not directly on the surface of the planetary bodies, that's normal. It's a bug that hopefully is going to be fixed in Star Citizen Alpha 3.10. Do you think that the Mercury is going to increase in price, or do you think it won't be for sale at all? The Mercury is going to be for sale, well, probably in about 3 days, I think, right? So it will be for sale. I am afraid that the Mercury is going to be a little bit more expensive simply because it got bigger, and it is a very popular ship. Don't be surprised if the Mercury gets up to maybe $250 to $300. I wouldn't be surprised if that's ever going to be the case. So what are we going to do here? Well, we are at Everest Station, and I wanted to test something here because in 3.9.0, when you were calling the ATC for a pad, it took a long time, and eventually I ended up running out of patience and calling the ATC a second time to finally get a pad, and then the ATC would tell me that your pad has already been assigned or something like that, and I would end up not getting pads or not finding my pads. So here I was really happy to see that I got my pad boomed almost immediately in 3.9.1, and that it was working quite well. Now, obviously, where am I now? Now I am back in the station, and I am waiting for my ship, and that's pretty much the same here. My ship is not coming here. My ship is not here immediately, so this is the same as in 3.9. You can see I'm getting that cross here, and they say that they cannot fulfill my request, but at the same time you are going to see that the Gladius has just left the pad, and here it does tell me that the Caterpillar is in hangar 3, so that is really weird. That's really weird, but at the same time, it's working, right? So if you are having this bug here that tells you that they are not able to spawn your ship, actually look for markers that may eventually indicate if your ship is in fact in the hangar or not. This was the case, at least for me here. So that's an easy workaround for that bug. The other thing that I do here is that when you are in the elevator, you always have plenty of time to call the ATC so that they open the hangar. So that's what I'm doing. So I forgot who was asking me if I... Hey, thank you so much, Go Mischief, for the 5 New Zealand dollar. Thank you so much. So check out this timeline. Optimistic. Estimation to PU beta. Oh, that's in Spectrum. I'll check it out later. Go meet yourself, because I cannot do the live stream and check Spectrum at the same time. But I'll definitely have a look. Go meet yourself. Maybe I'll drop a comment later. Thank you so much for bringing me to my attention. And look at that. Back to the ship here. Did you see that those bars here, those ramps are pink? This is one of the improvements of 3.9.1. It has this little best in show floor with those pink metal bars. Very weird. I'm not so sure if I want this one anymore. It's one of the reasons why I don't mind melting this ship and getting a Caterpillar back with the Scoundrel pack. So, ships you buy now were only good in the alpha. Don't they wipe your account? No. So, Keith, they wipe your account only with the ship that you buy in-game. If you buy ships with real money, those ships, of course, stay in your account, Keith. So don't worry about that. So, who did ask me if I was doing any trade here? Steve. Steve was asking me if I'm holding. So, yes, Steve, for your information, I actually bought some scrap here. I have 576 SCU of scrap in that Caterpillar for about, how much does that cost? For about 76,000 Alpha UEC. So I spent about 76,000 Alpha UEC, and we are going to go here to Port Olisar to sell that scrap, and we're going to see if, for example, a classic scrap run is going to be working or not. The scrap run, I would say, is maybe the less risky trade run that you can do, simply because, one, it's not expensive, and the second is that usually the distances are not very big. You can do a scrap run, for example, from Crusader L1 all the way to Port Olisar, and it doesn't take much time. Now look at that, what a surprise. We just got into Content Drive and we are already at Port Olisar. That's why I edited this footage in advance, guys, so that we could spare at least 4 minutes in Content Drive when we're doing live streams. Is not very fun. This is Epic Says, I'm going to be honest, the game is good, but there is a small problem. They are lacking with core elements of sandbox. Yes, that's true. We need more in the game to keep us entertained. I feel that they need more core gameplay. That's right. This is Epic. Tomorrow, I've actually written the script already. Tomorrow, I will be making a comparison of Elite Dangerous, X4, and Star Citizen, and this is an issue that I will be talking about tomorrow in this comparative between Elite Dangerous, X4, and Star Citizen. So you may want to check out tomorrow's video as well. What are your thoughts on the gray market, says that horse guy. On the gray market. Look at that. By the way, look at that Caterpillar here. We're just flying right next to that Caterpillar. This is one of the reasons why I love Star Citizen so much. That game, these are some of the little details that make this game really epic in my opinion. And we're gonna have, that's another thing that I find really epic in Star Citizen that we don't really find a little bit in Elite Dangerous, but not really in X4, for example. Those landings, I just love to land ships in Star Citizen. It's just, you know, it's just like a feel of epicness when you're doing that. And there you go, the satisfaction of a perfect landing here. My thoughts on the gray market? Well, the gray market, as long as it helps funding Star Citizen one way or another, I'm fine with it. I have to admit, 5 years ago, I did sell a few of my ships, including a Badu Merchantman, and I really regret it now in the gray market. That's all I would say about the gray market. You know, it is there. People are going to find ways to make money. You know, as long as it doesn't hurt funding of the game, I'm fine with it personally. Curveball says, "Howdy, nice to see you today." Go Meet Yourself says, "I'm really struggling with the choice. Do I keep my LTI Merchantman or CCU it to the C2?" I suggest you keep your Merchantman. The Merchantman is really going to be an epic ship, and I'm really afraid that it's going to be, one, more expensive, and two, it may become a limited ship in the future. Go Meet Yourself. So if I were you, I would keep it, just in case one day they decide to make it a limited ship. Keep up with the good work, Mike. Thank you so much, Steve. So yeah, Steve, who was wondering if I was trading. Yes, I am trading, and I am at Port Olisar. I am able here to sell, 576 SCU of scrap, which we are going to sell at the NPC over there at the admin. For those of you who don't know, because there's quite a lot of new people here. And there you go. So we bought it for 76,000 Alpha UEC. And we are going to sell all of that scrap here for 106,000 Alpha UEC, making a straight profit of 30,000 Alpha UEC. It's not great, but it's not bad either, I think. All right, well, since we're here, well, why not trading back to ArcCorp? Because all of the action is taking place at around ArcCorp, right? The Caterpillar is... Oh, yeah. So apparently I need to pay a fine. This is weird. You guys probably heard that that they had to store my ship a little bit quicker than expected. So, yeah, apparently I didn't land my ship the way it was supposed to land. So I'm really wondering if I have another fine here, or if the ship terminal is allowing us to pay all of our fines. It appears that I no longer have any fines, so this was probably a bug in the past. I think that was in 3.8 that your fines were duplicated, which of course was really frustrating because you had to pay 2 times, right? But here it's not the case anymore, so we're gonna get that Caterpillar one more time, and we are going to go to Deakin's Research Station, which is an outpost on Yela, one of the moons of Crusader, and over there they are selling some medical supplies. And why do I want to buy medical supplies? Well, that's because it's one of the most expensive commodities in the verse, and being a millionaire in Alpha UEC in the verse, then of course I need to buy expensive commodities to try to get to make the biggest profit possible. So we are going to head over there as quickly as possible. And yes, as Steve was saying earlier, it is indeed Russian roulette, but it's part of the thrill, I suppose, right? The Jacob 345 says, "Hi, shut off the com array and then did the prison mission nearby, but still got my crime stat when I did it. I thought shutting down the com array was supposed to stop you from getting crime stat." Oh, smart. But the Jacob, I think you went to prison because when you shut down the com array, it's a crime. So you have to shut down the com array and then clear your crime stat and then do mission again and hope that the com array was not restored. So that's why the Jakub, you still got your crime stat. That's because shutting the com array gives you a crime stat. Brixie says, "Hi, right? I think the fines for not stopping are a bit steep. 20,000. I got one. There was an audio bug and I didn't hear the warning." Oh, I think that they did also say that that it was a little bit steep. I think that I agree with you here. Question from Go Meet Yourself here. How do you upgrade your ship with components you bought? My new 325A has the red lock on it when I try to... So you cannot upgrade your ship if your ship is already out. You have to make sure that it is stored. You also have to make sure that your ship is stored where you are. So let's say you are at New Babbage, but your ship is stored at Loville. You're not going to be able to do that. Convince yourself. So that's why. Hey, Eric On says, I managed to cap your live stream. Your timing for these streams are normally the worst for me. I like your perspective on things in the game. Good balance between the focus and the good and bad. Thank you so much, Eric On. Thank you so much. But guys, wait until we get to Yela. You guys are gonna see something. And that horse guy says, I have the parking violation bug in PO2. For some reason, sometimes when you request a landing pad in PO, and then on the landing pad, they will still give you a parking violation. Yes. I think that I probably landed a little bit too far, so that's why. Anyway, let's have a look for Deakins here, because Deakins is where we are going to buy those medical supplies, and this is where we really need that new HUD, by the way, which is coming up in 3.10 HUD improvements, which we saw in Inside Star Citizen are going to really make it easier when there's a little bit too much brightness in front of you. And so here we go. We are going to engage the quantum drive right now. It's a little bit slow. All right, getting to Dickens. And we are getting dangerously close to Yela. And we got through Yela and the ship just blew up. And this is where I thought I was really lucky to have an empty caterpillar, because of course if I had bought medical supplies, which would have cost me between 900,000 to 1 million alpha UEC, I would have lost almost everything, which is not fantastic. So Steve, there is your answer. I am not trading anymore, and now you know why. Instead, I'm going to do a little bit of combat here, which because that's what this video is all about. This video is about testing 3.9.1. Is it working quite well? So trading right now a little bit too risky because of the 30k errors, and because you can also get through planets, which is going to destroy your ship entirely. So no trading, and I really got lucky. But now we are at SPK, security post Corée, and we've got to kill some NPCs. We are going to see if those NPCs are responsive, are they smart, and are they dangerous? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are pretty tough, and sometimes they are just plain stupid. So we are going to see which versions of the NPCs we are going to get today in 3.9.1. I also noticed that lightning is very bright. I've never seen such a bright light here in Security Post Carré. I think that this is a bug, but we'll see, right? Okay. Oh, there's an NPC. There we go. Am I taking him down? Oh, there we go. Eradicated. All right, 6 to go here. This is why my wife and I stopped trading. We lost 3 million in an hour. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, right? Absolutely. They desperately need to fix that. But I think that we are getting through planets because of desync. I think that it's because of desync issues that this is happening. Just my educated guess here. Of course, are they Elite Dangerous? No, they are not. Rap space. But I'll talk about Elite Dangerous tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Now, normally there always are NPCs here. They're not here, so they're probably scattered all around the station, and that's okay. We'll be looking for them one by one. There's one over there on the far side. Did we take him down? Yes, he just died. By the way, if you're wondering which gun I am using here, this is my favorite gun in the verse, the F55. The F55 from Gemini. There you go. It has an absolutely terrible, I would say, recoil, right? When the gun is getting back. So you really have to play with your mouse to make sure that you keep your accuracy, at acceptable level. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect that NPC to be right here, but we're doing pretty good here. Those are the unresponsive NPCs that we are having to deal here. Yeah, normally some of them are stuck over there in front of that 3. That's why I shot here. That was a preemptive strike, but they were not here this time. Looks like this area here is clear. Still have about 3 to go. Well, I guess that we'll be going downstairs one more time then. They're probably on the first floor, since they're not. Third floor is clear. Second floor was clear again. This is so bright. I can't believe that the. It doesn't really help visibility, I guess. I think I almost needed sunglasses when I was in Security Post Corée. I don't know if this is an intended feature or not. Come on. Kitty, where are you? I am using an M55 from Gemini. Gemini M55, this is my favorite gun in the verse. Second favorite gun will be the Gallant Energy Rifle. Love this gun as well. But the F55 is just, you know, it's I don't know. It feels like, yeah, it feels like it really feels manly, if you see what I mean, right? It's like that's how I feel when I'm using this gun, and I feel, you know, I gotta be in character at the same time, feeling like the Eradicator. Yeah, it's called the F55. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, look at that, right in the back. He didn't see this one coming at all. We've got two more. I think that I saw a light somewhere. There's got to be one in the room here. Nope. Nope. Maybe I was a little bit misguided by some reflection. Do we see any? Sometimes we can see them through the window. No, they're not. So I'm going to have to move around the station again. The salvo pistol is my go-to. I don't know how to use the salvo pistol, William Long. But that's also another great thing about Star Citizen, is that there's just such a variety of different weapons. You know, you can just have there's such an arsenal of guns that you can just do whatever you think is best for you, right? So there's really a large of all kinds of different weapons for all kinds of different players, and that is absolutely awesome. Dave says, good morning, Ira. Just started watching when your cat blew up. Yeah, right. So you came here on time. And there's another one right here. Take this. Did he die? Yes, he died. We're gonna have one more here. Question: define better as regards to this upgrade. Well, there's no Superman bug, Dave. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I've played for about 6 hours in 3.9.1, and I have not encountered the Superman bug, which, in my opinion, is already much better, because the Superman bug made it absolutely unplayable to me. I couldn't play 3.9 without going to... Oh, there's the last one right here. Take that. How stupid he was. Look at that. He was just running without shooting at all. And there we go. Objective complete. We cleared all the hostiles. So it seems like doing FPS mission is working in Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1. There you go. I'm also getting paid 7,000 of a UEC. That is also working. So we're going to do something else, guys. Since we're doing FPS mission, why not doing another FPS mission? And this time we are going to do a bunker mission right here on Lyria. We are going to the stash. And whoa, looks like that's another improvement here, because in the previous patch, there were no turrets. When you were going to the stash house at Lyria, there were no turrets before, but today there are turrets. Looks like the devs did place the turrets back, and the turrets are shooting at you. So when that happens, when there are turrets shooting at you, you have to hide behind whatever surface you can. So there are those little hills here, not too far from the bunker, and that's where I will be stopping. Good question here from that horse guy in the chat, who is asking me, what's your favorite ship in the game, and what's your favorite ship that is not in the game yet? My favorite ship in the game, believe it or not, right now, but as of now, my favorite ship in the game is the Avenger Titan. Why? Because the Avenger Titan is pretty good in combat, I think, and at the same time, you can also deal drugs if you're interested in. Or you can do delivery missions. And this is something that you're going to see later at the end of this video, delivery missions with the Titan. The Titan is quick in atmosphere. The Titan has an interior where you can place when you can place boxes, and the Titan can go from point A to point B very quickly. No, I'm not playing, Malek. I'm not playing. This is a video that I edited. It's a condensate of 6 hours of gameplay inside 1 hour. It is a video. So I edited 6 hours of footage into 1 hour. And which ship that is not in the game yet is my favorite? It's going to be the C2 Hercules, because it's going to be a ship I'll be using for trading, and at the same time it is also going to be aerodynamic, so I do expect this ship to be quite quick in the atmosphere, and it's also going to be a difference maker compared to if you were flying a Caterpillar, for example. So now, of course, we have to walk a little bit. And you can see that on Lyria, it seems like the square particle effects bug is back. And I did, yes, before you ask me, Ira, did you delete your user folder? Yes, I deleted my user folder, but unfortunately, it seems like it did not stop that square particle bug to appear. But it looks like the square particle bug has also disappeared here as I am getting a little bit closer to the bunker. So that's what we are going to do here. So I'm also a little bit jumping. Oh, what is going on here? I can't see anything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those shaders here need a little bit of work. And this is an improvement from the 3.8.2, for example. In 3.8.2, you could not do this mission because if you died, there was a ghost elevator that stayed up. And if you came back, the elevator was actually on the ground floor and you were stuck on the ghost elevator and you were pressing the button and it wouldn't work. So this is not a case anymore in 3.9 and 3.9.1. So that is definitely an improvement here. How long have I been playing Star Citizen? So I'm an original backer since 2012, and I've been playing Star Citizen since the hangar model back in 2013. So I've been playing Star Citizen since the beginning. Go meet yourself. So looks like this is a kind of a drug lab here. There should be some NPCs because we can hear them. Yep, there's one down here. There you go. Take this. Now, obviously, they are going to know that I am here, but it doesn't seem like they are being very responsive. So we'll be just hunting them down one by one. Do you know why I might have the Cutty Blue on my ship list? It doesn't appear as a loner on the Matrix. I don't know, Thomas. I don't know about this. A lot less 30k in this patch. Yes, a lot less 30k, but still 30ks, Sora Malik. And unfortunately, those 30ks, as you're going to see later, are usually not coming at the right time. There's another NPC right here. And that's the thing, when you're doing this mission here, Destroy Narcotics, this mission here doesn't tell you how many NPCs you have to kill. So you have to make sure that the facility is clear before you start destroying those narcotics here. So, yes. Anyway, gonna get myself a little bit of coffee as I'm talking a lot. There, they also like to hide behind those panels here. I think that usually when you do this mission, there are between 3 and 4 NPCs. So that's really not a lot. And you know that you killed all the NPCs because when you kill all the NPCs, it tells you how many boxes of narcotics you have to destroy. So I think that we should be good here. And, you know, since I have a ton of ammos, I think I bought 20 boxes of F-55 ammos. So that's really a lot of ammos here. Will be... oh, there's another one right here. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So you see, I killed all the NPCs here, and now it's telling me how many boxes of narcotics I need to destroy. But it looks like I am going to die too. Oh, well, I had to put myself on the side. Well, I was bleeding out. Yeah, it's not. Maybe I should put myself here. All right, yeah, so that you can see the status. Minus 21 degrees on Leia. By the way, it's not that cold. Not that cold. So thanks to the Cutlass Reds, I came here with a Cutlass Red. That's actually one of the. It's maybe the best ship. Maybe you could do that with a what's the name? With a Karak. Eventually, the Karak also has a bed or that you jump eventually. But I think that the Cutlass Red is maybe the best ship to solo those missions because you don't need a crew, you can fight, and also it has the bed which allows you to respawn. So here, yeah, I got killed. I made sure that I stole the gun so that I didn't lose that F-55, and we are going to go down there again, and we are going to destroy all of those boxes here. That's a lot of crates of drugs that we are going to destroy right here. Do you lose your components when your ship blow up with them equipped? No, go meet yourself. You don't lose them. They are part of the insurance as well. I hate this mission since I always got a connection issue when I'm almost ready with the Narcotics. Zero, you are going to see something interesting later. Zero. So what do we do? How do you destroy the Narcotics? Well, it's very easy. Just shoot them. Just shoot them like that. Of course, here it's also... I mean, I think that in the future it's going to be better to have a helmet here because the air is probably going to be a little bit toxic in that lab. Do we have any boxes there? No. And I just like... I know that I'm wasting my ammo, guys, before you tell me, don't do that. You can use your knife. You can punch them. Yeah, it's true. You can also destroy those boxes by punching them or using a knife, and you're not using any ammo. It's true, but it's also much more time consuming. Guys, that time is money. And yeah, I'm spending a little bit of money here with the ammo, but I bought tons of ammo for the 55 that I decided that it was worth using the FT55 to destroy all of those boxes. But of course, guys, you are going to see that I'm not going to show you how to destroy all of those boxes, because it would take forever. Instead, you are going to see something else happened as I was doing this mission. I think that Zero here is going to be satisfied with what he is going to see. There you go. It appears that after some times here, you can see that I still have 126 boxes to destroy. And as I am shooting those boxes, they are not destructible anymore. Those boxes have become indestructible, and the mission is basically over. I was trying to blow up that gas canister over there, hoping that the gas would destroy the boxes, but no. And here I'm using the knife here to try to destroy those boxes. Yeah, Zero had a bad feeling about this. There you go, right? They're just not destructible anymore. So, well, I just had no choice but to kill myself. And very interestingly, you see, when I killed myself here, I completely disappeared. The only thing left that you could see were my F-55's ammo. So, unfortunately, yes, that Narcotics mission was a bust. As much as the security post carry mission was working quite well, the Narcotics mission here, no. So try to avoid this. I don't know, has anybody successfully done the Narcotics mission? Please tell me in the chat or in the comments down here. I would really like to know, but as far as I'm concerned, it has not worked so well for me. And that's okay. That's okay. We still have plenty of time, so we'll do other things, right? We're going to see what kind of opportunities are going to be available in the verse. I think that Miles Eckhart asked me to see him at Lorville, so that's where we will be going eventually. We will go to Lorville to see good old Miles Eckhart. Trying to take off here. I think, yeah, for some reason I was going much faster than I should. I think I've been taken here in the wind. The ship became out of control, and I have no idea what happened here. So the ship is just going to be destroyed, and I'm gonna die like that, which is okay. No big deal. No big deal. But still decided to keep the footage for you. There's nothing I can do. I'm not doing anything. The ship is just going nuts, I would say. So there was something a little bit weird too here. Say, but Irad, why are you using your scanner? Well, that's because the Cutlass Red can figure out where we can find some minables, but yeah, it's just eventually the ship had 2 engines gone and it became out of control. And anyway, no worries here. I did a mission called Procurement, and it was also bugged. Yeah, well, probably, yeah. So was that a legal mission or an illegal mission, Keith? I don't know. So, where are we back? I think that we are back at Port Orisar. That's okay, yeah, no big deal here. Instead, we are going to take probably a freelancer, which is going to take us to Lorville, because we need to see Miles Eckhart. That's going to be the next mission that we will be going here. Just want to see if I can claim the ship, because in 3.9 some of the ships became unretrievable. It looks like yes, the ships in 3.9.1 are retrievable, so that is another improvement. I think that was Dave, right, who was asking me if 3.9.1 is really better than 3.9. I forgot in the chat, but I saw in the chat that some of you guys were a little bit skeptical, right? But let's be objective. There were some of the annoying bugs in 3.9 have been fixed and are making the game more playable than what it was, which I have to confess that it wasn't really so hard. So here we can claim the ship, and it's not irretrievable anymore. Cobra Commander, how are you doing? Hello, Cancer. It's been a while. It's been a while indeed, Cobra. My goodness, Cobra, one of my longest subscribers here on YouTube. Nice to see you here. So, back at Loville here, and we are going to see Miles Eckhart. So, why are we going to see Miles Eckhart here? That's because in 3.9, and especially in 3.9.1, apparently, mission givers have been fixed. Mission givers sit properly, mission givers talk to you as well. So, we are going to see if that's the case or not. Is it going to be an enjoyable, believable, immersive experience to see a mission giver in the verse in Star Citizen of 3.9.1? You are going to see well in a few minutes as I'm about to land. And I was also surprised to hear that the ATC was again here quite responsive. The ATC said a couple of things. I think that he said like welcome to Lorville, please wait until we assign you a hangar or something like that. I thought that was really cool. That was really cool. I had never heard that line before. So yeah, these are little details that, you know, if you play the game regularly, you do notice those details. Let's have a look at the chat here. How much money do you get for restoring comrades? I forgot how much. I know that if you are killing players who disable comrades, you get, I think that was 10,000 alpha UEC back in 3.8. That was definitely an interesting sum of money. I don't know how much it is right now in 3.9.1. Dave says he's waiting for the event to be over before playing. Well, you may want to maybe rent some rare ships if you're interested, perhaps. So, let's have a little landing here. Are we being pushed by the wind at Loville? Looks like the weather is quite okay, so nothing too bad is going to happen here. Let's have a nice little landing. So far, looking all right. Look at that beautiful first-person landing here at Loville. We are not touching anything. Oh, what a beautiful, perfect touchdown. I like that very much. This is actually, I know I'm repeating myself, guys, but this is really my favorite part. It's one of my favorite things to do in Star Citizen. Just have a nice, clean, beautiful landing, you know. And, well, it's just, I just use a freelancer here because it's faster than an Avenger. Not in atmosphere, but in quantum drive. And so we're going to see Mr. Miles Eckhart. Now, there's another thing that we have to also check in Star Citizen Ava 3.9.1. Apparently, trams and trains should no longer have a duplicate or a ghost that would eventually get you stuck inside. So we are going to see if we encounter those trams and those ghost trains here, which unfortunately can very well spoil our experience here at Lorville. So are the trains going to work properly at Lorville? That is also the other thing that I want to see here in 3.9.1, because again, in 3.9, that wasn't really the case. However, what we can see here at Lorville Spaceport is that the NPCs are still standing on chairs. This is something that seems to be quite difficult to fix from CIG, and it's not just that, guys. It turns out you are going to see later that player characters end up standing on chairs too. And we also end up standing on tables. You are going to see that later as well. What time is the Aegis sale? Does the Aegis still start? I don't know, Seven. I think it's I don't know, because I'm in Asia, Seven, so I have no idea. I have no idea about the time. So, well, it doesn't seem like we have any duplicate trains here. So far so good, looking all right. Yes, we can get in the train, so seems like it's working so much here. Excellent, excellent. And I decided to spare you the trip. We are going to go straight into the bar, and we are going to meet Mr. Miles Eckhart right here. I'm going to let you enjoy our little dialogue here. Hey, Miles.
You looking for somebody?
Yeah, you told me to come.
Glad you could make it. Grab a seat.
Yeah, sure. So, what do you got for me?
Sorry for the locale. Don't look like much, but the homemade stuff has some kick. Anyway, I've been hearing good things about you. Real stand-up sort.
Uh-huh.
Just the type of people I like to know. As I mentioned, I run a small security outfit. We handle all sorts of ops. So
Yeah,
I'm always on
that's
the
me.
lookout for people who know how to handle themselves in a scrap. So, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm interested. Please send me the details.
Great.
Yeah, on my Moby Glass.
Your landing assignment has
Hold on,
been
I'm
Got a
getting a
new
call
job
from
if
the
you're
ATC.
interested.
Yeah, my Moby Glass.
Details?
Ah, the Arlingtons, eh? I don't know, 5,000 Alpha USC, that's not much, you know? I'm gonna take
Let me
it
know when
anyway.
it's done.
Well, thanks. Oh.
Warning, foreign
Oh my
active
goodness,
pilot.
what is happening here?
Please
Oh,
vacate
I'm so sorry. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Oh, no. Are you okay, Miles? I didn't mean to put my foot right here. Gosh, I put my foot right on his nuts. Miles, boss, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You're not mad at me, right? Please forgive me. Anyway, so as you guys could see, this is the reason why NPCs are standing on chairs, because when we press Y, that's what I did. When I was sitting on that chair, I pressed Y to stand up, and instead of standing up on the side of the chair, I ended up standing on the table and eventually on Miles's chair too. And this is why the NPCs also stand on tables and chairs, because when they press Y, as if they're pressing Y, this is also the bug that is happening to them. Anyway, so we are going to do that Arlington mission here, and we are going to do a little bit of space combat too. How is space combat in 3.9? Sorry, 3.1.1. Is it jittery? Is it working quite well? We are going to figure out right now. So usually when I do those bounty hunting missions, I focus on the target. And that target here has an eclipse. Wow, you see that shield bubble of the eclipse is really big, by the way. Seems like it's a little bit overkill. We'll be sending some missiles here, but it looks like I am getting my arse kicked. Basically, this is what's happening here. And I have to withdraw. I have to withdraw from the fight here, because if I don't withdraw, I'm going to die. If I die, I am going to respawn at Lorville. So what we're going to do here, we're going to repair, and we are going to see if repairs are eventually going to work or not. This is another fix that was supposed to have been done in 3.9.1. We are supposed to be finally able to fix and refuel ships at some of those rest and relax stations. So is it going to work? We are going to figure it out right now. So let's have ourselves a nice little landing here. Go. All right. Okay. Well, the ship is definitely in bad shape, but we have to go to... Hey, look at that, guys. It's working. I'm able to repair and restock for about 700 Alpha UEC. But is it really going to repair? Well, we've got an indicator here. We can definitely see that the wing of the Avenger is broken. And there we go. Boom. It's magic, right? Of course, there are no repair bots. We used to have repair bots, by the way, in 2.5 and 2.6. But in the 3.0 branch, in the 3.x branch, we don't have those repair bots anymore. But refueling and repairing is working in Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1. So this is another thing that is working. That's another improvement over 3.9. So ships can be fixed and repairs and refueled at the rest stops. Check. I've only had luck hovering to refuel and like 7. Are you sure? That's it, because every time I've done that in 3.9.1, it's been working quite well. Of course, today you guys are seeing just 1 hour of the 6 hours that I've played, but every time, this is not the only time that I've done that, and every time I did it worked well. Anyway, we are back. This time the ship is back. I'm going to adopt a new strategy, and this is why I also love combat in Star Citizen so much. It's because you just don't go straight into the fight like a bonehead and do and shoot and hope for the best. You have to come up with a plan. And this is exactly what I'm going to do here. This time, I am going to take down the weakest ships possible first. I'm going to go from the weakest to the most powerful. Why do I do that? That's because you can see that we have about six bogies, 5 or 6 bogies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bogies. 5 enemies in the radar. That means that all of these 5 enemies are going to shoot at me. So what I want to have as few guns as possible shooting at me. That means that by achieving that, I need to take out the weakest guns first. And you can see that the weakest ships here, so here we have some cutlasses, but as we're going to escape and come back, you are going to see that there are going to be even some Mustang Deltas. So these Mustang Deltas are weaker than the cutlasses, so I'm going to target them first. Go beach yourself. Thank you so much for the $2 once again. Do you think we will see Horizon in 3.12? It is planned, go meet yourself. It is planned to come in 3.12. I want to believe that it will be in 3.12. Guys, if we don't have Horizon in 3.12, it means that Horizon will have been delayed by over a year. It was supposed to come in 3.8, guys, if you remember. So if we don't have it in 3.12, that's over a year of delay. That would be insane. Anyway, target destroyed. As you can see here, this strategy seems to be working. We are destroying all of those ships one by one from the weakest to the strongest, and you are going to see obviously that by doing so there will be less ships targeting. But it does look like there's another ship that is here as well. I am wondering if this is an NPC or an actual player, because we know, guys, we know that Marzicard likes to double cross us. So is he going to double cross us as well and give this mission to another player? That means that if I want to get paid those 5,000 Alpha UEC, I need to be the guy who hits that final shot on this Les Arlington here, and then I'll claim the bounty eventually. So we are going to see who else is left with still one Mustang here. I can't believe that this one survived my ongoing attack, but that other ship over here, which is helping me in this mission, is really helping, because it is distracting those NPCs, and they're not all attacking me at the same time. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We'll be taking this one down as well. Oh, I'm so glad to have a little helper here in this mission. Come on. This is also why I like the Titan. It has 2 size 2, 1 size 3, all gimbal. Very nice, very nicely. Actually, this is not a Titan. This is a Stalker that I'm flying here. Just in case. The reason why I upgraded my Pisces to the Stalker is because I want to do some bounty hunting mission, but I prefer. I think that the Avenger line is more versatile than the Cutlass, so that's why I decided to get an Avenger Stalker instead of a Cutlass Blue. Let's check out the chat a little bit, because I think I saw something in the chat. With the Starlifter release, with it you recon. Perhaps it's possible that the Starlifter will be released at the same time as Horizon. I wouldn't be surprised. Go meet yourself. And here I was looking in the radar here to see if this was a player or not, and it turned out that this is an NPC. So it's possible that this NPC is also working for Marzicard, and that Marzicard decided to dispatch this NPC to help me out. And it was, I mean, it's nice. It's nice when you're not doing everything on your own. That's also one of the griefs that I had with most of the missions of Star Citizen, is that you're always, you know, when you are a solo player like me, I'm mostly playing solo, you're always doing those missions on your own, and you never get any help from NPCs. And here you are getting some help, and it increases the sense of epicness, I would say, to this whole mission. Anyway, we've got one more Cutlass Black to take down, especially with that big size 3 ballistic gun. It's going to be a piece of cake. And now it is time for the finale. We are going to take down that Eclipse here. This is the first time I'm taking down an Eclipse in the game, so I was a little bit excited. I am a little bit also baffled by how large that shield is here. It's probably a bug. I don't know if this is a feature of the Eclipse to have such a large shield, or is it a bug, or is it another feature? I don't know, because it's also a stealth ship, right? That ship is really not easy to target, by the way, because if you're in front of it, it is really tiny when you are facing it. Anyway, the shields are down. We're taking down the hull. It should be there. There we go. Target destroyed. Objective complete. Neutralize less Arlington. And we are going to get that hefty 5,000 Alpha UEC. There we go. That's another good thing in Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1. Every time I did a mission, I was able to get paid. I'm gonna put myself here on the other side. Look at that. There are 2 ERADs. Or maybe I should put myself here. There we go. So, this is the last thing. This is something from yesterday's live stream on Twitch. As you can see, I have 10 boxes to deliver at New Babbage. It took me about 1 hour to collect all of those 10 boxes with this Avenger Titan. And so, we are going to deliver them to New Babbage. This is something that I have never been able to do, by the way, for your information, guys. Every time I have been to New Babbage in 3.9, I have had to deal with the Superman bug, or I had other kinds of crazy bugs that I've never been able to do. And also the Avenger is not capable to fly from ArcCorp to New Babbage, so I have to refuel here at one of the rest stops on the way. And as I am about to arrive at Hurston L1, you are going to see something very, very heartbreaking. There you go, a 30k error, which got me really mad. You can see, oh no, you cannot see my face. I did it up. So I was absolutely upset with that 30k error. 1 hour of gameplay all gone just like that. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is my summary of my experience in Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1. Some of the missions are working, some of the missions are not working. Overall, it is an improvement compared to 3.1. It is more playable. There are less game-breaking bugs, but we are still plagued by server issues, which cause you to lose the progression that you are that you're trying to have. You know, when you are working for 1 hour and then you're waiting for your payoff, and just before the payoff you get a 30k, it is extremely frustrating, unfortunately. And this is why, guys, this is why overall I am not enjoying playing 3.9.1, because you know I'm so hyped, I'm so happy, you know, I'm doing all those great things, I'm waiting for my payoff, and instead I'm getting a 30k error. It is extremely frustrating, and in the end, you know, I'm becoming salty. I don't want to be salty about the project. I want to love the project, and this is why I'm not going to play Star Citizen Alpha 3.9.1 that much until hopefully servers improve in 3.10. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for being with me during this live stream. Thank you so much to everybody who gave me a little support here in the super chat. That's also much appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Star Citizen content. This is the Eradicator. I am signing out.